What's up, everybody? We out here tonight, you know what I mean? We with Miss J.
Hey.
We with Miss J tonight. We gonna figure it out how it go. Cause back in the days, you know, she was about that life.
All day, every day.
You know, you can't listen. You know how we do. We gonna find the people wherever they at. They in the club, they in the house. We coming to get them. Tell them, Miss J.
All day.
All day, every day. Wild Bunch in the house. This is what we doing, baby. Here we go. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share these videos. Because like I said, I'm going to always go and get y'all some good content as much as I can to have people tell y'all some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, was in the game. And, you know, they don't mind sharing their experience because they know it's going to help somebody to not do it. You'd be surprised when we tell these stories and somebody get it and it comes in their airwaves and they be like, man, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to go in a cell with somebody like Big Spady and deal with whatever he gonna lay down on me, you know? You might not want to go through having to fight, you know, this for some toilet paper or this to use the phone. Like, dudes was really getting cut in there. You know, I remember a time I was in the Beacon. The Beacon is one of the jails on Rikers Island. So what happened was when I came in the house, I'm like, man, I got to get on the phone to try to call my people. Now you had to figure it out as far as they had the 6-minute click. You get on the phone for 6 minutes, get off. They usually run the phone like that. They do 6 minutes at a time. Everybody gets 6-minute click, and they try to do that early in the day or whatever. And then after like 6 o'clock, after chow or whatever, is the house gang phone. The house gang is basically the dudes that's running the house. Sometimes they the guys that mop and sweep. They the porters of the unit. Other times they just about that life type of dudes who they ain't trying to hear nothing. They running the house, you know. You ain't, they saying what go down and what don't go down. A lot of times they might have COs shook or whatever. So like I said, one time I'm in the unit, I forgot how the units go in the Beacon. If anybody know, go in the comments and you know, refresh me. I know when I was in the Beacon, I don't remember how the units go in there really. Like the sides. It's been a long time since I've been in that situation. So, but I remember one time, and like I said, I came in, I had to get on the phone to talk to my people. So I go to the phone. Somebody was already online, and it was somebody running the house, or they had a phone list. So I went, I put my name on the list, got on the phone, used my time, fell back. Then later on, I hear niggas scuffling. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's over the phone, you know what I mean? A nigga was on the phone. Somebody just came back from court, you know, and probably wanted to talk to his people or a lawyer or whatever. And it was the house gang time now. It was no slot. It wasn't no 6-minute clicks. That shit was over, you know what I mean? It was the house gang time, and one of the niggas was in there. And nigga just hit him, boom. That's everybody get locked down, police come. And matter of fact, on the island, they ain't even lock us down really. Niggas they just fall back forward. When the unit come, they just push niggas to the side. Especially if they get whoever, if the nigga that got sliced, they just grab him, throw him in the back, and then motherfucking they'll leave and just go back to normal. The island was like that. They wasn't doing all that lockdown, unless it was niggas it was out of control. If it's just a nigga got hit and he go to the bubble leaking, they had this, you know, resume regular progress. Nothing. It was like that. If they didn't know who did it, maybe they'd come back later. Sometime they'd lock it down and come back and check. But yo, that's why the Rikers Island was so dangerous, because at any moment something like that could happen. The police, they trying to make it home every day. So, you know, it was just a dangerous situation, man. And like I said, I try to tell these stories because I don't want none of y'all to go to jail, man. I want y'all to do the best y'all can do out here in these streets, get a job, open up a business, you know what I mean? build yourself up. It take time. It took me 10 years before I got my footing and knew what I want to do. You know what I mean? But I'm looking ahead. I'm looking that down the road. If it took me 10 years, now I'm saying 10 more years, I want to move forward. You know what I mean? And just keep pushing the ball forward. And like I said, I'm gonna keep trying to give y'all the best content I could give and keep y'all growing, and let's keep growing together, man. So make sure y'all go get my book, Wild Bunch: The Dimensions of a Brownsville Millionaire, out now on Amazon. And stay safe out there. Stay safe out there, and go get that book. So you always hearing the term cut from a different cloth. Now these guys was definitely that. Scooter, Step, Love, just a couple of guys. They used to hang out in the 90s, McClarkson, Lenox Road, Somers Junior High School, 219. If you're familiar with the East Flatbush area, you know when I be talking about, that's the guys I grew up around. So, you know, that's why I have some of the instincts and stuff and how I might move a certain way. Because I was around these guys and they was doing their thing at young ages, you know. I remember one time, Scooter, Prince, me, Job and June, that's when they had the 300Zs out. I think Scooter had the 850 BM back then. We went up to Level 10. It was a club in Manhattan called Level 10. Go in, we pull up, park up, go up in there, you take the elevator up to the 10th floor. When you get off the elevator, the party was right there. If anybody remember in the comments, you know I'm real deal, Holyfield, baby. I keep it 100 raw. If you remember Level 10 in Manhattan, everybody, all celebrities. I remember when we went one night, Kenny Anderson was in there, Jesus was in there, Scar was in there, from Brooklyn, Scar from Brooklyn. It was everybody was in there. When we used to go to parties like that, everybody's in there, you know, that's what it was. It was this, that's the type of lifestyle we was into, going uptown, everybody was getting money and doing our thing. So I remember one day we up in Level 10, and I'm over there with Prince, me and Prince, God bless the dead. Prince just passed away recently, Prince. Me and June was over there with Prince and Scooter and them. I think T-Black, Scooter and them was over there by the bar. And Jesus and them was over there by the bar. And next thing you know, niggas like, yo, what the fuck happened? Before we could get over there, niggas was already splattered out. And like I said, back in them days, it wasn't no clubs or closing because of no fight. If a nigga get knocked out or beat up or something, if you been to the tunnel and all that, you know the real deal. It wasn't no go home or whatever. If something happened in the club, it was just clean it up and keep on partying. I remember seeing niggas getting dragged out the tunnel. And then the party just go right on, like nothing ain't even happened. So, you know, growing up in Brooklyn and shit, I was kind of, when we was in the parties, when we started going to the parties in Manhattan, it was this regular, like we was already in there, knew what it, you know, it was funny because you be like, you go in the party, but you better be ready in case you have to throw your dukes up. And like I said, a lot of time, I remember these dudes, they used to come, you see the picture, they used to come to the club, we used to go to the Roxy, suited up, and come suited and booted, you know, coming from the 90s, how niggas used to dress. You know, we grew up around Jamaican, so, you know, that was kind of how they dressed, like Clarks, Wallaby Clarks, Bally's, you know, that was how we dressed, silk shirts. That's how we dressed. And when niggas got locked up, that was still how it was rocking in there, silk shirts, Bally's, Wallaby Clark, that's how we used to dress. So like I said, we used to go to the Lab, you know, most of Brooklyn, the Lab, Sugar Hill, you know, and that term cut from a different cloth, I guess it's come from like your peers, who you're around, and, you know, learning, picking up little things from everybody and how they move, you know. It wasn't all that snitching and it was hold your ground. It was kind of like it was an unwritten rule that we was playing a game. And if something happened, you just held it down. It wasn't no you gonna tell to get out or whatever. You know, it's different now, and that's what it is, you know. But a lot of these dudes, like, big up, you know, I gotta big them up and show them love, because a lot of them, you know, they really paved the way for certain shit. Now, like I said, it wasn't all good. It wasn't, some of the shit, it wasn't good. You know, dudes really, niggas got killed, niggas went to jail. And that shit don't add up to nothing. That's why I tell these youths, you know, we reminisce, but it's to bring it back to you to say, this is what you don't want to go through, this for that. You could go through, you know, school, you could get the education, you can open up your own business. It's so many different possibilities now. Back then, it wasn't, no, the laws wasn't really equipped to handle what was going on. But now that's why they so worse now, and they trying to make them right so they can fit the, you know, when you hear prison reform and all that, because they was locking dudes up for real shit. But, you know, you was getting right out because the laws wasn't, you know, it wasn't really no laws to what dudes was doing. There was so much going on that they wasn't really prepared for how shit, that's why the crack shit went, because they wasn't prepared for how to handle it. And then when they changed the laws, it fucked a lot of people up that got caught doing whatever. But like I said, I'm going to keep telling these stories, bringing people on. I got some people coming through, so pay attention and make sure you go get my book, Wild Bunch, The Dimensions of a Brownsville Millionaire, out now on Amazon. And stay safe out there, and go get that book.